just simply click either here or click inside here to select your menu box. So what we want to do is we want to move our menu box over to the right. Let's move the menu box over to the right. So why do we want to make this move? Well, first of all, I'm just going to click off here. The content that we want to edit is right there. And remember how I said before that the menu box overlaps the artwork? Well, if I, for example, if I go and click onto the content right now, I can't click it. You see that? If I want to make an edit to the heading, can't do it because the menu box is obviously on top of that. And it's important that you understand this because the last thing you want to do is wreck your navigation or your menu box by clicking because you can't select this, so you're trying really hard, but you don't want to do that because you might wreck this menu box, and you don't want to wreck the menu box because you want it to actually function on your website. So I thought I'd reiterate and just show you what I meant before about the menu box being on top of your artwork, and why it's important for you to understand that it's actually on top of your artwork, not underneath your artwork. Now when I'm talking about artwork, I'm talking about it could be a graphic that's underneath it, like we have a graphic there, or it could be your content that's underneath it, or your heading. And you can't edit it by just simply clicking on top of it, because straight away you've just selected the navigation box. So I hope that explains why we have to move this box here to the right. So with no further ado, let's get straight into it. So I'll click off here, and I'm going to click on my menu box so that it is selected. So you see that it's now selected, and I want to show you this little picture because this will help you too. On your keyboard you have these four arrow buttons, and these buttons are essential simply to move your navigation box across. So because we want to move the box to the right, and we also want to move it back, and yeah, so I'll just go back to that little picture. So in this case we are going to use the right arrow to move the box to the right. So let's do that now, shall we? So I'm going to click onto my navigation box, and I'm going to use the right arrow. So I'll click on there. Now as we are speaking, my finger is actually on the right arrow, which is this arrow here, and just click on it again, and as you can see it's moving across to the right using the right arrow key. Now I'm going to stop it there because you don't really need to move the whole menu bar off the page. You just need to move it enough for you to access your content box. So I think that's enough space there because I can click on it from there. So what I'll do is I'll click away from it, and now I'm going to select my content box. See how that's selected now? It's got these little boxes around it. It's highlighted. So with my down arrow key, I'm going to select that and use my down arrow key, and what that's going to do is it's going to move it to the bottom. And the reason why it's moving it to the bottom is simply so that I can make the change in here. I can do my edits. So if you can imagine, that you are at this stage to edit your content, all you simply do is double click. There you go. And over here you can see that your content is now selected. So you can just click in there if you want, and you can go in there and you can type in, well, practically anything. So I'm going to use my scroll bar and scroll it to the top, and you see where it's got all this nonsense that I've typed in earlier. I'm just going to type something. Let's just see. I'll type something like yay. So I'm going to type something like that in there, and I think I'm going to give it a bold font. So I'm going to click up here to give it a bold font. Okay, fair enough. So that's our change. Jesus is Lord and He is our Savior. So that's our change. So now that we've finished editing our box, in your case you could be typing a whole bunch of information in here, and that's your edit. In my case, I've just typed this in there, updating it and giving it this little sentence. So therefore, now that I've finished, all you do is simply click on the box, and using your up arrow key, you're going to send this box, just clicking on it again, you're going to use the up arrow key to send this box back to where it should be on the page. So there you go. It's about there. And I'll click off it. Yep. I think I'll move it up a bit. Yep. Yep, that'll do. And just click on there again. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's just quickly recap. So we filled out our content. We used the down arrow key to bring this box down here so that we could edit it. Now we've finished editing our content. We've clicked back on this box which was down here, and we used our up arrow key and we sent it to this position. So we'll click off there, and now all we do now is we send this box, our menu box, we send it back over to the left so it aligns with this guideline. And once again we go back to our arrow key here and we click the left arrow key. But first we click this, and then we hold down the left arrow key. Now as we speak, my finger is actually on the left arrow key, and what it's doing is it's moving it across. I'm just going to tap it into place. Yep, that's about right. Yeah, and that's simply it really. So I'll just click off it, and once you've finished making your edit with your content, don't forget to push save. It's important to save the edits that you've just made on your website, simply so that you can publish it. So we'll just give it time to save itself. So it's saved itself now, and now we have to push the publish button. Now it's important that you remember to push the publish button, because the last thing you want to do is do your changes and click save and wonder why your website that's currently visible online for everyone to see, why it doesn't show the latest change. And for that particular reason, it's because you didn't push the publish button. So because we don't want that to happen, we want our edits to be shown on the live version that everyone can see currently, we simply push publish. Now over here it says you are about to publish. Yes, we are. Let's click publish. There you go. Over here it says congratulations, your website is online. Yes, it is. Click OK. Share with the world. Okay. Now you'll notice over here it says Facebook and Twitter. I wouldn't worry about those. You can add those in later. But at this point, we just want to just click OK. We just want to focus more on editing the content at this stage. So now that we've finished updating our content, it's time for us to view our website. So over here, I'm just going to click the refresh button, and what that's going to do is going to update my site, or sorry, the Influence Church site, with the current changes that we've just finished publishing. So it was the cafe page that we edited, so let's click on there. Go. And there it is. There's our edits. Jesus is Lord and He is our Savior. There's our content already changed. And I'll just move that up and down. Yep, that's all working. Let's see. Yep, menus. There you go. So anyway, thanks for joining me. That's simply how you edit your content using Wix. And in my next training, I'm going to show you how to update your banners, and that should be exciting. Oh well, thanks for joining me. This is Pete Abel, and go for it, and God bless.